Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Dai, and today I'm sharing with you my December manga haul. As you can see from the thumbnail, it is quite substantial. I did take November off, and that is largely due to the fact that my mom had a medical issue in the end of October through November, and she wasn't working, and so it didn't seem right to go into the store while she was off of work, and so we just kept a list of the things that we were interested in. And then in December, I actually went to the store twice. And both times I came home with purchases. So think of this stack as over 2 months worth of a haul, if you will. Though they were all purchased in December. So yeah, let's just get started. So right off the top here, I have 2 volumes of My Coworker Has a Secret. This is by Mushiro, published by Tokyo Pop, and this one's rated teen. So this is about an office worker who harbors a secret she hides from her colleagues. She's so obsessed with the pretty boy idol Ren Ren that it's ruining her financially. When her lunch is stolen by a pigeon, a kind stranger offers his homemade bento in its place, and after graciously accepting, Akari tells him the reason she's so destitute. It's the first time she's revealed her secret otaku lifestyle to anyone. Of course, she assumes she'll never see the stranger again until he shows up as the newest employee at her office. Can Akari trust him to keep her tragic and embarrassing secret from their coworkers? So I thought this sounded interesting, and so I think this is going to be entertaining. So definitely wanted to check that one out. I have volume 1 of Bergamot and Sunny Day. This is also published by Tokyo Pop, rated mature. So this is a BL romance. I believe this is a one-shot by Lai Kitahala. This one is about a cafe worker who's been dumped. He can't ever seem to make it past the 3-month milestone. And then he meets a guy who's a handsome, wealthy owner of a cafe. And they have a fling and decide to see if they can continue their relationship. And so, sounded cute. I have volume 23 of Bungo Stray Dogs by Kafka Asagiri and art by Sango Harukawa. This one's published by Yam Press, rated older teen. So this is a series about the armed detective agency and their fight against the port mafia and also other organizations. All of the characters in the series, I believe, are based on actual authors. And so I find a lot of interest with this series. I did read volume 7 and 8 in December for my manga advent calendar project, and it really invigorated my interest in this series. And so, yes, my daughter is up to date, so we are continuing to pick these up as they come out for her, if not for me to read later. So really enjoying that series. The Monochrome Manga Club read volume 1 of Tokyo Aliens, and I really enjoyed it. So while I was at the store, they had volumes 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is by Naoe, published by Square Enix Manga, rated older teen. So this is about a guy who finds out that there are aliens on Earth, and also finds out kind of a little bit more information on how his father died and what his father's occupation actually was. And I really enjoyed the first volume, so definitely interested in continuing this one. I didn't realize it was out so long, and so yes, definitely have a lot to catch up on. I believe this is also a one-shot. This is Anyhow the Rabbit is Infatuated with the Puppy. This one is published by 7 Seas. Art and story by Nie, rated mature. So this is a BL, contemporary romance about an office worker who's an introvert, and he lives for shoujo manga and any spare moments when he can log into his favorite MMO, Till Earth. There his avatar is a beautiful bunny girl, and he's able to go on adventures with the charming wolf boy Gakuto. When Gakuto sees if Akira wants to meet up in real life, Akira agrees. Sparks fly despite both of them being guys, and Gakuto and Akira decide to date. Neither has much experience when it comes to romance, but these two are eager to figure it out together. Sounds super cute, and so I definitely wanted to check that one out. continuing to collect Mission Yazakura Family, Volume 8. This one is by Hitsuji Gondaira, published by Viz Rated Teen. So this is about a guy who is orphaned and ends up joining his best friend's family. His best friend's family has a secret. They are all spies. So he needs to learn how to become a spy to not only help out with the family, but now that he is part of their family, he also is in certain dangers. And so he needs to try to, keep himself safe, if not also his best friend. And so I really, really enjoyed what I have read of the series. I believe at this point, we are past what I had read on the app. So I'm looking forward to continuing with this one. And I'm just loving all of the covers that they're having on these volumes. I have Volume 1 of Black Knight Parade. This is story and art by Hikaru Nakamura, published by 7 Seas, rated teen. This one says, Hino Mahiru spends Christmas the same way every year, working alone at a dead-end part-time job at a convenience store. He'd do just about anything to land a full-time gig, but when he runs into a shadowy Santa Claus, dressed all in black, he has no idea he's encountered the real deal. Well, almost. While the normal Santa Claus, who dresses in red and white, oversees Christmas for all good boys and girls, his dark counterpart is in charge of handling the bad children. And Mahiru just wound up on the naughty list. Gobbled up by a slavering talking sack, he's spirited away to the Arctic, where he finds himself the newest employee of a massive Christmas operation. Yeah, the pay and benefits are great, and his coworkers sure are cute, but is this the dream job he's been hoping for, or the beginning of a Christmas nightmare? So I thought this sounded very, very interesting, and so definitely looking to check that one out. I have Volume 1 of Kiss the Scars of the Girls by Aya Haruhana. This one's published by Yan Press, rated older teen. The back of this says, I'm sure someday I'll get you to look my way. Danger and uncertainty are common for a young vampire, which is why Emily will be assigned a big sister on her 14th birthday, like all the other girls at her school. Deep within a secluded forest, her sister will teach her how to hunt and safely feed on humans. Learning to rely on each other for survival cultivates a deep relationship comparable to that between family, but does theirs have the potential to evolve into something more? So this is definitely going to be a GL, and I really, really am looking forward to that one. I find that I haven't been reading a lot of vampires lately, and vampires is definitely something I enjoy reading about, so I'm definitely looking to kind of get back to those types of reads, and so that will definitely be one that will help with that. I've got Volume 28 of Blue Exorcist by Kazue Kato. This one's published by Viz, rated older teen. I believe my daughter is up to date, but she's like upset that she's up to date because where the series is at right now is like there's a lot of stuff going on, and I stopped where she told me to so that I wouldn't feel like the whole like cliffhanger need to read the next volume type of feeling that she's having right now, because she knows I hate that. But this one is about a guy named Rin Okamura, and he finds out at the very beginning of the series that he is the son of Satan, and he ends up having these abilities. And at the very beginning of the series, Satan kills his father figure, and so he vows to kill Satan, and so he ends up going to this school where he can learn to become an exorcist. And so we're kind of following his journey as well as his twin brothers, and it's really, really interesting. Things are a lot darker here than it was at the beginning of the series, but there's just a lot of stuff going on right now, and I've been really, really enjoying this. Looking forward to the next season of the anime, which I believe is coming out sometime soon as well. And so, yes. Demon Slayer Kimetsu Academy, Volume 1, story and art by Natsuki Hokami, based on Koyoharu Gotoge's Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba series. This one's published by Viz Rated Teen. We really enjoyed Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. We read it in its entirety with the Monochrome Manga Club last year. I was very, very scared that I wasn't going to enjoy it as much as the hype has been giving it, props. because I typically am someone who stays away from hyped titles because I typically don't enjoy those series or titles as much as everybody else. Thankfully, with this one, I did enjoy it very, very much, and I'm very glad that I was able to read it with the Monochrome Manga Club because we had some very lively discussions, and I think everybody enjoyed it. But this is a kind of spin-off series. It says, welcome to Kimetsu Academy, a school attended by the most exceptional students you've ever seen. This comedic spin-off of the international smash hit Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba puts Tanjiro, Nezuko, and all the rest of the Demon Slayer Corps against the trials and tribulations of student life. So I think this is a bunch of short stories, and it's going to be comical and cute, and I'm really looking forward to that. And so, yes, definitely had to pick that one up. Volume 11 of Persona 5, original concept by Atlas, art and story by Hisato Murasaki. This was published by Viz, rated older teen. And so this follows the game, I believe. It says a manga retelling of the hit Persona 5 video game. My daughter is really, really interested in the Persona franchise, and she has also played Persona 5, and so definitely picking this up, mostly for her, but I will definitely be reading it sometime in the future as well. We just completed Persona 4 with the Monochrome Manga Club. Really, really enjoyed that, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading more in the Persona series. At Volume 1 of 365 Days to the Wedding, story and art by Tamaki Wakaki. This one is published by 7 Seas, rated teen. So I believe this one is about these two co-workers, and they end up entering into a marriage of convenience because their company is looking for people to go to their new branch, which is far away. And since the manager is kind of only looking for bachelors, they think that if they get married, they'll be able to stay where they are. And so that's what this series explores. I think it sounds like a cute concept, and I'm looking forward to seeing if that works out for them and how their marriage ends up. I got Volume 1 of Sakura Saku by Iosaki Saka. This one's published by Viz, rated teen, so this is like a teen kind of romance, contemporary romance story, I believe. Yeah, it sounds like they have a chance encounter, and she's looking for a way to thank him, and finds out that one of the guys at her school has an older brother with the same name. And so, yeah, it sounded cute. I have read a little bit of Iosaki Saka's work. I definitely enjoy their art style, and so I'm looking forward to exploring more of their work. Throughout the year, I've got Volume 1 of Depth of Field. So this was the only volume they had on the shelf, so I decided to pick it up because the cover really drew me in. This one is by Enjo, rated mature 18 plus, published by Junei. So this looks like it's going to be a contemporary BL romance, high school. So this is about a guy who kind of has a secret spot on the roof of the school, and he goes there, and there's another guy there, and he's the guy that lots of people at the school find scary looking, unapproachable, type of guy, and they start getting to know each other. And so I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. Like I said, the cover really drew me in, and so yeah, I think that's going to be interesting to read. Got Volume 6 of Bungo Stray Dogs 1, original story by Kafka Asagiri, art by Neko Kanai, and character design by Sango Harukawa. This one's published by Yam Press, rated teen. So this is like a chibi kind of comedic spin-off of the Bungo Stray Dogs series, and really looking forward to reading that one. I saw this one at the store. This is the Shunji Family Children, Volume 1. By Reiji Miyajima, and art support by Reiji Yukino. This one's published by Yam Press, rated older teen. It says the 2 sons and 5 daughters of the Shiunji family shine like bright, brilliant gems, each with intelligence and beauty in equal measure. And with the pedigree of their wealthy father behind them, how could they not be the talk of the town? Eldest son Arata has spent his life being tossed around by the whims of his colorful sisters. Yet a little teasing won't stop him from valuing his family over anything and anyone else. But when his youngest sister turns 15, Their father reveals a long-hidden secret of the Shiunji siblings and knocks Arata's world off its axis. So it kind of reminded me a little bit of Sister Princess, which is an anime that I had watched many, many years ago. Kind of gave me the same type of vibe. And the art style looks interesting and nice and colorful cover. Again, the cover drew me in. And so I'm definitely interested in seeing what this one is all about. I had to pick up the next volume in LDK. This one's by Aya Watanabe. So this is a bind-up of volumes 21 and 22, published by Kodansha, rated older teens. So this is about our two characters here on the cover. And they end up having to move in together due to something that happens at the beginning of the series. The guy is one of the most popular people at the school, and she's pretty much a nobody. And they have to hide the fact that they're living together because it's forbidden. But they're both living on their own for separate reasons, and they end up starting a relationship with each other, and it's really, really cute. There are definite things in this series that I'm not okay with, but for the most part, their relationship I really, really enjoy, and they seem to communicate well also, and I'm interested to see how things go as they navigate their relationship. And the longer they navigate their relationship with, the hurdles and things that they have to overcome because things pop up and things like that. And so, yeah, really, really interested to continue with this one. I am a little bit behind. I haven't yet read the previous omnibus that I have. And I believe there's another one out already, which I'm not usually behind, but it won't take me long to catch up with this one. It is a series that I have been enjoying for a really long time. I decided to go ahead and pick up Orange Volume 1, story and art by Ichiko Takano. This is published by 7 Seas, rated teen. I know there is a box set out right now, but this style is cheaper. At least I believe it is. And it didn't really matter to me to have these single volumes as opposed to the bind-ups. These are perfectly fine for me. And so I decided to go ahead and get this way. This one, I believe, is about a group of high school kids. And one day, one of the girls receives a letter from her future self, pretty much telling her to keep an eye out on one of the guys in their group, I guess. And so this kind of explores that situation. It's a little bit of a supernatural twist, but mostly a contemporary story, I believe. That's pretty much all I know about this series. It's taken me a really long time to get on this train, but I am kind of interested to see what happens in this series. And so, yeah, I decided to go ahead and get this configuration of the story. I do believe I already have like the sequel that came out because I found it for super cheap on Book Outlet a few years ago, and I always meant to pick up these volumes and I just never did. And so, yeah. So now I got this one. They didn't have volume 2, but I'll need to pick that up sometime. I picked up volume 2 of Twisted Wonderland, the manga, Hearts Lobule. This one is original concept by Yana Toboso, storyboards by Wakana Hazuki, and art by Sumire Komono. Published by Viz, rated teen, so this is based on the mobile game Twisted Wonderland. And I really, really enjoyed Volume 1. We definitely had a lively conversation with the Moniker Manga Club because several of the members were playing the mobile game. It's definitely a game that I'm interested in, but I hate playing on my phone, so I wish it was on a console. But in any case, I enjoyed Volume 1 and decided to go ahead and continue collecting this one with Volume 2. I have Volume 1 of 15 Minutes Before We Really Date by Pettico. This one is by published by Yam Press, rated teen. So this, I believe, is a contemporary romance, friends to lovers. And so it looked really, really cute. And so I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Volume 1 of Revenge, Mrs. Wrong, story and art by Sayo Momota. Published by Steamship, which is an imprint of 7 Seas. And this one's rated older teen 17+. So this is about a pair of sisters. They have a strained relationship. it looks like throughout their life, one of the sisters even like stood in for the other on like dates. So she ends up standing in for her sister during her wedding planning meeting and ends up having a one night stand with her sister's fiance. So she decides it's time to take something for herself, and this becomes a tale of intrigue and romance where revenge is the dish best served steaming hot. It sounds like a mess, but it also sounds like it's going to be entertaining. So I decided to go ahead and check this one out. And Volume 2 of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. This is by Rokuro Saito and Atlas, published by Udon Entertainment. And I would say this is probably older teen. This is based on the video game. Like I said, daughter is very interested in the Persona franchise, and this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition cover. And so, yeah, I am actually currently reading Persona 4 Arena, and I believe this is the sequel to that. So, very, very interested in checking this one out eventually, but mostly bought for my daughter. Volume 1 of How I Met My Soulmate by Anashin. This one is published by Kodansha, rated older teen. So this looks like a college contemporary romance. I really, really enjoy Anashin's art style. I read Waiting for Spring and really, really enjoyed it as well. And so I'm looking forward to checking out another series by this mangaka. I have Volume 1 of In the Clear Moonlit Dusk by Mika Yamamori, published by Kodansha, rated teen. So this one says, Yoi Takiguchi's long legs, deep voice, and handsome face are the perfect recipe for an attractive guy, until people realize she is, in fact, a girl. Dubbed a prince by her peers since childhood, Yoi has all but given up on being seen as anything else. That is until she bumps into Ichimura-senpai, the school's other prince, who is a he, and gets a taste of what it feels like to be seen for her true self. The story of two high school princes starts here. So I thought that sounds really cute, and so I'm definitely looking forward to checking that one out. I've got Volume 1 of She's My Knight by Saiso, published by Kodansha, rated teen. So it says the popular boy secretly falls for a princely girl. So it's about a guy that's been popular since he was born. So popular, in fact, that he figured no one could even come close until he met Yuki Mogami. She's tall, cool, collected, and totally drives him crazy. He may just be in love, but can he deal with falling for someone even more dashing than himself? So again, I thought it sounded super cute, and it definitely caught my eye on the shelf. I did go when we were at the Barnes & Noble without the list the first time, and was just picking up stuff as I was like looking at it. And then the second time we definitely took the list, but I know She's My Knight was one of the ones that I picked up on my second trip. And I did video record my trip at that time. And so you can find it in one of my Vlogmas videos. It actually says manga shopping if you're interested. So I've got Volume 1 of Bocchi the Rock. This is by Aki Hamazi, published by Yen Press, rated teen. So it's about a girl who wants to be popular, but the thought of interacting with her classmates makes her fall to pieces. So she decides to become a rock legend so cool that people approach her instead. However, while spending all of middle school in her closet shredding on the guitar may have earned her anonymous internet fame, it did nothing for her social skills. So now a high schooler, she is feeling ready to shrivel up and die. When she gets a sudden request to fill in for a band, it's like her wish come true, but does this most anxious of introverts have what it takes to perform in front of a live audience? So that sounds cute. It also sounds like it's something that I'm going to be able to connect with, because I did do some musical performance while I was in middle school and high school and college, and it definitely can be nerve-wracking, even for someone who's experienced, and so I can definitely relate to that. So I'll be interested to see what this one's all about. I have Volume 5 of Villains Are Destined to Die by Sewell, original story by Gwangyo-ul. This one's published by Issei Press, rated teen. So this is about our main character here who gets transported into her favorite otome game, and when she gets into the game, she figures out that she is the villain. So using her knowledge of the game and how the story goes, she's trying to get herself back out of the game. I've been really enjoying the series. I am behind, but I do have intentions of reading volume 3 this month. And so I will hopefully be getting to this one sooner rather than later. But I've been really, really enjoying the story and seeing how our character is deciding to make her relationship levels increase with certain characters and why she's deciding to do that and all of those things. The art style is gorgeous, and yes, really, really enjoying this series so far. I have volume 1 of The Dangerous Convenience Store. This has story and art by 945. This one's published by 7 Seas, rated mature. So this is a full-color boys love webtoon about a down-on-his-luck cashier and a handsome stoic gangster. So it sounded interesting, and it says it's full color, so I'm really looking forward to checking that one out. My daughter was interested in this one, and I was very surprised because it's a light novel. And if you've heard me talk about my daughter, you know that it takes a lot for her to read anything that's not a manga or graphic novel or anything like that. And so when she said that she was interested in this one, I said, okay, we'll get it. I had no idea what it was about. But because she was interested in it, it was an instant purchase. So that is Blade and Bastard. Warm Ash Dusky Dungeon. This one's by Kumo Kagyu and illustrations by Sobin. This one's published by J Novel Club, rated ages 16 and up, so that is older teen. It says, deep in the unexplored reaches of the dungeon, a corpse is discovered, one that shouldn't exist. After Iarumas is resurrected, his memories of life before death are gone, and he spends his days delving into the dungeon to retrieve the bodies of dead adventurers. Can they be revived as well, or will God reduce them to piles of ash on the altar? Either way, Irarumas collects his finder's fee, and though his skills earn him some grudging respect, he's also scorned for this cold, utilitarian attitude. The living keep their distance. Iarumas consorts primarily with the dead. That is until he meets Garbage, a feral young swordsman who's the sole survivor of a massacred party. With Garbage by his side, Iarumas ventures deeper, scouring the dungeon for clues to his past, avoiding monsters, traps, and the inevitability of a permanent ashen demise. So, yeah. Sounds interesting. I will definitely be interested in reading this one as well. But yeah, daughter asked for it, so definitely had to pick that one up. And the last one I have here is another light novel, and that is Agents of the Four Seasons, Dance of Spring, Volume 1 by Kana Akatsuki. Illustrations by Suo. This one's published by Yen On, rated ages 16 and up, so that's older teen. It says, once upon a time there was winter. Winter was once the only season in the world, but such an existence was too lonely to bear, and so it created spring to love. Before long, the earth wished for more time to rest in the cycle, and summer and autumn were born. The ones who carry the cycle are called the agents of the four seasons. Hinagiku, the agent of spring, disappeared from this land 10 years ago, taking the season of spring with her. However, now after an incredible hardship, she has returned to restore the cycle to its proper state, and, as in the myth passed down since the dawn of time, she sends her love to winter. So it sounded super cute. It sounds like it's going to be a supernatural type romance. This is a light novel, and I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. So that is everything that I picked up in the month of December. I will say that going forward, I don't think the manga hauls are going to be as big. They're probably going to be as big as they were in October. Definitely going to try to start working on reading more of my collection. Not that it's bothering me to have so much unread things on my shelf, because I do consider that part of my retirement plan. If you have never heard me talk about my library and my collection, I definitely like to have a lot of unread things on my shelf, because in times where money might be tight, or we're having hardships, or I just am unable to allocate spending on manga or other types of things for entertainment and things like that, I like to have that cushion. And with everything that went down with my mom and her medical thing that happened in October and her not being able to work for a month. And I do have some financial things that are happening with my job, which is making me a little bit nervous. I'm definitely going to be sizing down the amount of manga I bring in to the house for a little while, I think. But that doesn't mean that there won't be any manga hauls, because I think there still will be. There just won't be as large as this or previous ones at that. But I'm really, really enjoying what I've been reading so far. I definitely read a lot of manga through my Manga Advent project in the month of December, and that really helped me get through things as well. I'm definitely looking forward to spending more time with my light novels also, and yeah, I'm very happy with everything that I purchased in the month of December. It was really nice to get back to the store and go through the shelves and see all the things and find titles that I had missed, because even with my list, I definitely miss picking up certain titles. And sometimes I'm not interested in a title until I see it in my hand. I know there was one title on my list that I decided not to pick up after getting it into my hand. And so yeah, it's been nice going back to the store and doing some in-person shopping. And I am, like I said, very happy with all of my purchases. So let me know down in the comments below what you picked up in the month of December. Did you get anything that you wished for as gifts in December, or did you pick up any gifts for yourself? I'd love to know. And if nothing else, and you'd just like to let me know that you are here, if you could leave me that blue heart emoji down in the comments below, that would be greatly appreciated and would really help me out. And that will do it for me today. So I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're all safe and healthy. And until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.